Dale Carnegie, How to Enjoy Your Life and Your Job. In the hustle and bustle of modern work life, fatigue often feels inevitable. But Dale Carnegie, the esteemed author of How to Enjoy Your Life and Your Job, suggests otherwise. This insightful book delves into the psychological roots of work-related exhaustion, uncovering the emotional culprits behind our daily weariness. From offering practical relaxation techniques to transforming workplace boredom into an energizing challenge, Carnegie guides readers on a journey to rediscover joy at work. The book also explores the power of appreciation, the art of handling criticism with grace, and cultivating meaningful connections. In essence, it emphasizes how emotional intelligence can foster a fulfilling and vibrant professional life. Dive into this summary to explore accessible strategies that promise not just improvement in work dynamics, but also a rejuvenation of the spirit through profound yet simple changes in perspective and attitude.
Energy beyond exhaustion. Feeling exhausted at the end of a workday might not be due to the workload itself but rather what lies beneath: your emotions. Consider the typical day at the office, spent mostly seated and perhaps glued to a screen. Does it really make sense that a desk job should leave you feeling utterly drained, with aching muscles and a pounding head? Surprisingly, a day's worth of mental exertion doesn't actually tire out your brain as much as you think. In fact, your mind remains sharp even after hours of concentration. The real culprit of your fatigue? Emotional stress. According to the notable psychiatrist Dr. A. Brill, it's not the work itself but the anxiety and feelings of underappreciation that lead to what he terms nervous tension. This tension is what conspires to sap your vitality, leaving you feeling spent by the day's end. Consider those physical signs of stress at work: a furrowed brow, strained eyes, tensed shoulders. These don't just drain energy but also diminish your productivity. There is, however, a way to counteract this. The remedy involves transforming tension into relaxation. Relaxing is less of an art and more of a habit, one that you can cultivate even in the busiest of work environments. Start with your eyes, which consume vast amounts of your nervous energy. Periodically close them throughout the day, and consciously relax every muscle controlling their movement. Gradually, you'll find the accumulated tension melting away. Once you've mastered relaxing your eyes, extend the practice to other parts of your body, like your jaw and shoulders. Imagine yourself as a loosely hanging sock with no tension pulling at the edges. Even the famous self-help author Dale Carnegie kept a maroon sock on his desk to remind himself to stay relaxed. The key takeaway is that exhaustion isn't a badge of honor marking a day of hard work, rather, it's an indicator of inefficient work habits. Assess your fatigue at day's end. Did the tasks tire you out, or was it the mental strain that did? Understanding the source of your exhaustion opens the door to countering it effectively. Revitalize your routine. Imagine it's Friday evening after a grueling work week, and you're exhausted. But then, a friend's invitation to go clubbing has you instantly energized, illustrating how boredom, not just work, saps your energy. This concept has roots in the 1930s, when psychologist Dr. Joseph E. Barmack observed that tasks lacking interest made students feel lethargic and unwell. Boredom diminishes our vital signs, much like when tiresome office tasks wear you down. Even if your job isn't inherently dull, constant disruptions and menial tasks can thwart progress, leaving you drained. Yet, there's good news. By infusing your work with interest, you can access untapped energy. Challenge yourself to make mundane tasks more engaging. For example, if you usually fill out forms mindlessly, turn it into a game by trying to complete more in 1 hour than before. This sense of competitiveness transforms drudgery into motivation. Throughout the day, actively channel your thoughts towards positive emotions such as joy, bravery, and serenity. Cultivating gratitude can shift your mindset away from boredom's grip. When you find yourself stuck in the monotony of work, a quick mental pivot to these positive states may rekindle your enthusiasm. Ultimately, the trick lies in aligning your work with activities that captivate you, thus rekindling the energy you thought was lost to fatigue. Embrace challenges, and let a sense of progress and positivity invigorate your everyday tasks. This approach ensures that your routine is not only productive but also fulfilling, turning exhaustion into a state of vibrant engagement. Embrace criticism positively. King Edward VIII, during his youthful days at Dartmouth College, learned an insightful lesson about human nature as his peers frequently targeted him. When questioned, the cadets admitted their actions stemmed from a desire to brag about kicking a future king. Such behavior often springs from a basic human tendency: individuals lash out due to feelings of inadequacy or envy. Thus, facing unfair criticism might signify others' envy of your accomplishments or qualities. While you can't stop others from criticizing, your reaction lies within your control. The trick is not to let unfair criticisms affect you. Your critics will likely move on swiftly, preoccupied with their own lives. Understanding this truth aids in shrugging off attacks and focusing on what truly matters. Eleanor Roosevelt faced similar challenges with criticism. With guidance from her Aunt Bai, she learned a vital lesson: follow your heart. Despite people's judgments, if she believed something was right, she pursued it. This outlook steered her through countless criticisms throughout her life, proving the strength of inner conviction over external negativity. In parallel, Charles Schwab encountered wisdom from an elder during his tenure at a steel mill. When the elder man was thrown into a river by colleagues, he simply laughed in response. Instead of fueling the conflict with anger, his laughter diffused the situation, highlighting humor's power to disarm detractors. Ultimately, by choosing how to perceive and react to criticism, whether with steadfastness or humor, you transform potential conflicts into opportunities for growth, maintaining your peace and integrity. The power of appreciation. At the heart of human interaction lies a profound truth: the desire to feel important. This yearning for recognition is as fundamental as our needs for sustenance and rest. Sigmund Freud touched upon this when he noted that a drive for greatness motivates us. While not everyone dreams of political power or corporate dominance, the universal craving for appreciation persists. Unfortunately, this need often goes unmet in our daily lives, leading to behaviors intended to draw attention to our achievements or possessions. Imagine George Washington, esteemed as he was, longing for a grandiose title, a testament to the fact that no status exempts us from wanting to feel valued. Yet, understanding this urge offers a key to motivating people. Effective leaders aren't always the most technically adept but often excel at inspiring their teams. Instead of relying on logic, threats, or orders, consider the transformative power of genuine appreciation. By acknowledging someone's worth, you appeal to their innate need to feel significant. Take the example of Stevie Morris, a sight-impaired boy whose life changed when a teacher in Detroit asked for his help to find a lost mouse in her classroom. Recognizing his acute hearing was the first time someone had identified a unique talent in him. That moment unlocked his potential, paving the way for Stevie Morris to become the iconic Stevie Wonder. Every interaction presents a chance to meet this deep-seated human need, whether it's complimenting a child's craft or expressing gratitude to a helpful colleague. Such acts of appreciation not only uplift others but also forge stronger bonds and earn loyalty. Acknowledging someone's effort can ignite their potential and empower them to achieve greatness. Embracing this simple yet powerful approach enriches not just individual relations but the broader community. The art of genuine interest. Imagine how effortlessly dogs create bonds, their wagging tails and eager engagement pulling you in. Humans, with their self-centric nature, are just as receptive to genuine interest. Show sincere attention, and you'll draw people in like a magnet. Our inclination towards ourselves is so strong that a study by the New York Telephone Company found "I" was the most frequently used word across phone calls. The urge to focus on oneself is ubiquitous, as evident when your eyes instinctively gravitate to your own image in a group photo. Taking a page from Theodore Roosevelt's book, connecting requires learning others' names, remembering their hobbies, and acknowledging everyone's presence. His personal attention made him beloved by all who worked for him, inspiring fierce loyalty that endured beyond his presidency. This approach of genuine interest doesn't demand grand gestures, rather, small, authentic actions sufficed. Carnegie, for example, used humble tactics to forge friendships, like feigning interest in astrology to remember a new acquaintance's birthday. A sincere birthday message from him would deepen the bond and make the person feel appreciated. To truly connect, shift focus from what others can offer you to how you can enrich their lives. These selfless acts possess a transformative power, encouraging stronger emotional ties and fostering a sense of loyalty. Engaging with others starts with a simple effort: express understanding and appreciation for what's unique about them. This practice not only builds friendships but also cultivates a supportive community around you. Change minds gently. Imagine navigating a disagreement with the finesse of Theodore Roosevelt, one of the 20th century's prominent figures. Even he, despite his brilliance, acknowledged the rarity of being right all the time. Striving for correctness 75% of the time was, in his view, a remarkable feat, yet many of us, not leaders of Roosevelt's caliber, act as though we're infallible, quick to point out others' errors. This approach often backfires, wounding pride and sparking defensiveness rather than fostering understanding. Instead of outright rejection when faced with dubious information, consider expressing the possibility of a personal oversight. Phrasing it as an opportunity to re-examine facts invites joint truth-finding without antagonism. In this open-minded framework, admitting even the potential of being wrong transforms tense encounters into dialogues ripe for mutual respect. Such humility paves the way for others to similarly reconsider their stance, bridging gaps often widened by human biases, pride, and fears. Dale Carnegie, the influential author, provides a telling example. Faced with an exorbitant bill for new drapes, a friend's tactless remark on his decorator's pricing only reinforced his defense. However, a second friend's warm admiration for his purchase allowed him the comfort to acknowledge his financial misstep. This contrast underscores a vital truth: without the feeling of being judged or assailed, admitting errors becomes not just possible but natural. In our interactions, creating a safe, understanding space can unlock the potential for genuine change. People are more open to acknowledging mistakes when they feel respected rather than criticized. It's not about proving right or wrong but about fostering an environment where pride isn't prickly, and discussions can lead to authentic realizations. Empower with positivity. Socrates, a legendary philosopher from Athens, pioneered a transformational approach to discussions. Rather than imposing his beliefs, he gently guided others through a series of affirming questions. Each yes moved his audience towards conclusions they might not have initially accepted as their own. This technique capitalizes on the open-minded state that accompanies agreement, contrasting sharply with the defensiveness triggered by hearing no. Successful orators have long adopted this strategy, ensuring their audiences start from a place of affirmation. In Philadelphia, a car showroom manager named Adolf Seltz successfully employed this method to rejuvenate a lagging sales team. He engaged his employees by first asking what they hoped to gain from him and inscribing their responses for all to see. Next, he inquired about their commitments to him, establishing a shared understanding and responsibility. This interaction transformed the team dynamic, fostering a sense of ownership and dramatically boosting sales as a result. The power of aligning others to willingly adopt shared ideas extends beyond business contexts. Consider a family divided over vacation destinations. One partner favors Washington, D.C., while the other leans towards California. Sparking your child's enthusiasm for Washington's historical riches can influence the entire family. As her excitement grows, your partner may soon embrace the capital as the ideal destination. By letting ideas grow organically, everyone feels empowered and satisfied with the decision. Encouraging others to form their own connections with ideas not only achieves desired results but strengthens relationships through mutual satisfaction and reduced resistance. Influencing through positivity and shared investment can bridge divides, leading to successful collaborations and enriched personal interactions. Mastering constructive criticism. Charles Schwab, a savvy leader at a steel mill, demonstrated the power of tactful criticism when dealing with employees smoking under a no-smoking sign. Instead of reacting with anger, he offered them cigars and politely suggested they smoke outside. This respectful approach earned their compliance and respect without bruising egos. Often, people believe starting criticism with a compliment, like telling a child, "I'm proud your grades improved, but you can do better in algebra," leads to positive results. However, the word "but" can overshadow praise, leaving only criticism in focus. By simply using "and" instead, as in, "I'm proud your hard work has improved your grades, and I believe your algebra grades can improve too," the message becomes encouraging, highlighting areas for growth without insinuating failure. Another effective technique in delivering criticism is sharing personal experiences. E.G. Dillistone, an engineer from Canada, noticed his secretary making recurrent spelling errors. Instead of direct critique, he shared his own struggle with spelling and a personal system he used to improve. Though uncertain if she adopted his method, her work quality saw a remarkable improvement. By modeling a solution rather than dictating one, Dillistone empowered his secretary and maintained her dignity. In management, this approach fosters an environment where employees feel valued, encouraging growth and reducing resentment. By shifting from giving orders to providing supportive guidance, leaders can inspire real improvement while strengthening working relationships.
In How to Enjoy Your Life and Your Job, Dale Carnegie provides a refreshing perspective on managing work fatigue and improving our emotional well-being. By recognizing that tiredness often stems from emotions rather than physical exertion, he invites readers to cultivate a habit of relaxation and transform mundane tasks into engaging challenges. Carnegie highlights the significance of emotional intelligence in handling criticism and nurturing interpersonal relationships, suggesting that genuine interest and appreciation can be transformative. The book outlines how positive reinforcement and thoughtful communication can lead us to better enjoy our professional lives. By embracing these insights, we can shift our approach to work from one of mere endurance to one of purposeful engagement, fostering a work environment where both productivity and personal satisfaction thrive.